So you've got this brilliant idea, right? That little spark where you think, hey, this could actually be a business. Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to take that idea and turn it into a real, thriving online business. Let's dive right in.
I mean, that's the real dream, isn't it? To be your own boss, call the shots, and build something that's truly yours. If you're not in your head and saying yes, then you are in exactly the right place. Consider this your roadmap to making it happen.
Okay, so first things first, before you even think about building a website or creating a product, you need a blueprint. Seriously, you wouldn't build a house without one, right? This is the absolute foundation. It's the plan that's going to guide every single move you make from here on out. All right, the very first piece of that blueprint is nailing down a profitable niche. Look, it's not just about what you're passionate about, it's about finding that sweet spot where your interests meet what people are actually looking for. There are three big criteria here. 1, it's got to be something you're interested in or good at. 2, there has to be actual demand for it. And 3, and this one's crucial, people have to be already spending money on it. So once you've got your niche, you have to get laser focused on who you're talking to. And I can't stress this enough, this is not some minor detail. Your target market is the absolute heart of your entire business. Every single thing you create, your content, your products, your emails, it's all for them and only for them. And let me show you why being super specific is a total game changer. Trying to sell to women who like fitness is like shouting into the wind. You're just not going to be heard. But what if you target women aged 25 to 35 who have full-time jobs and need quick 30-minute home workouts? See? All of a sudden, you know their exact problem and you know exactly how to talk to them about solving it. Okay, before you spend months and months building something out, you have to, and I mean have to, validate your idea. This step is completely non-negotiable. You can do simple, low-risk things like running a poll on social media or even pre-selling your product to see if people will actually pull out their wallets. Trust me, a simple poll could literally save you thousands of dollars and a ton of heartache.
All right, so you've got a validated idea. Awesome. Now we move on to part 2, building out your brand and your offer. This is the fun part, really. It's where you get to give your business a personality and wrap up your solution into something that people just can't say no to. Now, when we talk about brand identity, we're talking about so much more than just a cool logo. It's the whole vibe, you know? It's how your logo, your colors, your fonts, and even the way you write, how it all comes together to create a consistent feeling. That consistency is what builds trust with your customers. Next up, your offer. And I want to share a simple little formula with you that is one of the most powerful tools you'll ever use. It basically forces you to get crystal clear on 3 things: who you help, the amazing result you get for them, and the big pain point you help them skip entirely. And here's what that formula looks like in the real world. I help busy professionals lose 10 pounds without going to the gym. Bam! How clear is that? In just one sentence, you know who it's for, busy professionals, you know the result, lose 10 pounds, and you know the pain point it solves, not having to go to the gym. That, my friends, is a killer offer. All right, you've got a solid plan, you've got a killer offer. Let's get into section 3, launching your online presence. This is where the rubber really meets the road. It's time to actually build your digital home. So think of these as your essential online tools. You've got your website, that's your storefront. You need social media profiles and an email list. Those are your communication lines. And of course, a way to get paid. You don't need to be on every single platform, but these are the non-negotiables. And hey, a quick pro tip. Really focus on that email list. It's the one thing you actually own. Unlike your social media followers, it is an incredibly valuable asset. So how do you get people to actually show up to your new online home? The answer is valuable content, but there's a golden rule you have to follow here. It's called the 80-20 rule. Think of it this way. You have to give before you ask. So 80% of your content should be just pure helpful value, stuff that educates, solves problems, and builds trust. The other 20%, that's when you can talk about your offers. And this is a system that gently guides people from being just a casual browser to an actual paying customer. It's called a sales funnel, and it's really just a simple 4-step journey. First, you attract them with something valuable and free. Then, you build a relationship through a few helpful emails. Then, and only then, you present your offer. And finally, you follow up. It's all about building a relationship, not just making a one-time pitch. Okay, you've launched. That's huge. But the work isn't quite done yet. Welcome to Section 4, which is all about creating sustainable growth. This is where you shift from just hustling day to day to thinking like a CEO, building systems that let your business grow without you having to do everything yourself and, burning out.
There's an old saying, you can't improve what you don't measure. And it's so true. Think of these key metrics as the vital signs of your business. They're like its pulse and blood pressure. They tell you exactly what's working, what isn't, and where you need to focus your energy. Things like your conversion rate and your profit margin. Yeah, you want to be watching those like a hawk right from the start. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. Let the numbers guide you. Real sustainable growth isn't about guesswork or jumping on the latest trend you saw on social media. It's about looking at your own data and making smart, informed decisions that will actually make a difference. I know. This can all feel like a lot to take in. It might even seem a little overwhelming. But what if we could just boil it all down into a super simple, step-by-step action plan? Let's take a look at how you can get this whole thing off the ground in just 90 days. Here's the game plan. In month 1, you're all about the foundation, figuring out your niche, validating it, and building your brand. Month 2 is build mode. You create your product and get your website up and running. Then month 3, that's launch time. You get it out there, you collect feedback, and you start making it better. See, when you break it down like that, it's not so scary, is it? This is your clear path to launch.
And look, if there is only one thing you remember from all of this, please let it be this. Done is better than perfect. Your first launch, your first product, it's not going to be flawless, and that is totally okay. The goal is just to get it out into the world, get feedback from actual customers, and then improve it. Always choose progress over perfection. So there you have it. The blueprint is in your hands. The path forward is clear. The only question left is, are you ready to start building? And if you're looking for a little more hands-on help to lay that first brick, organizations like MLDT Business Consulting are there to guide you. You can see their contact info right here. Now go on. Go build something amazing.